happy Dhanvantri Day and the World Ayurveda Day.
Very nice. So for those who don't know Dr. Nisha Manikantan ji, I will give a brief introduction. Dr. Nisha is a renowned international acclaimed art of living faculty, and she's also an Ayurvedic physician for so many years. She has traveled across the globe taking not only advanced meditation programs, but also taking Ayurvedic wisdom to different parts of the globe. She's been associated with the art of living movement founded by the world-renowned humanitarian and spiritual leader, His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, for more than 25 years as a full-time volunteer. Dr. Nisha Manikantan also traveled for more than 30 countries, and she has taught meditations around the world, including my country, Argentina, and all Latin America. We have the fortune to receive her several times. She also taught top personalities around the world, ambassadors, diplomats, corporates, health leaders. And currently, she's the founder director of the Shri Tattva consultation for care of cancer. We have a beautiful cancer unit care in our college of Ayurveda and in our hospital, and she's directing that. And she's also a consultant for the Shri Tattva Center for Holistic Wellness and visiting consultant in US and Latin America and what else. And last but not least, Dr. Nisha is an expert in Nadi Pariksha, as well as Ayurvedic dietetics, wellness and lifestyle advisor. So I give a very big introduction, Dr. Nisha, because you have done so much in all these years. So again, a warm welcome to you. How are you?
I'm good. Today being the World Ayurveda Day, we started the day with Dhanvantri Homa in the Bengaluru International Center with Gurudev.
So nice. So we have, of course, a few questions and answers for you. But, we have launched this beautiful campaign in this auspicious day of Ayurveda with me. It's the first time in the world, I think, in this era that we are using Ayurveda as a verb. So we are inviting all of us around the world to come Ayurveda with me, come Ayurveda with all of us. So why this title? This question came to me, and we are using this verb because, Shri Sri Tattva has been founded by inspiration of Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And he's emphasizing that Ayurveda is a system of medicine that is still relevant till date. And so relevant that today all big ministries of health around the world, like for example, the ANMAT of Argentina, has certified our Ayurvedic factory as a GMP. So that's a very beautiful thing for us. But over to you, and why is so important this day? Why is it a specific day for Ayurveda?
Today is World Ayurveda Day. Actually, this only few years back we started with, and Gurudev has initiated this because we know Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, he revived Ayurveda. So many Ayurvedic centers were opened across the world, and there are so many doctors. We have a college where 100 students come out every year. We have 3 big factories, and we have a full-fledged hospital, and we have a Panchakarma center. So a lot happened in these 26 years I have been here. So I have seen Ayurveda grow so much, and Gurudev is promoting Ayurveda so well, and he plays a very important role in taking Ayurveda to a higher level. And also this concept, Ayurveda with me. Ayurveda is for every person. Like if you divide Ayurveda as 2 sciences, one is the science of wellness, other is the therapeutic science. So we are majorly familiar with the therapeutic science. Even me, academically, what I learned was more focused on the therapeutic science. Of course, it is very important, but Gurudev has made me understand the other part is also equally important, the science of wellness. So in that sense, I use Ayurveda to maintain my wellness. Ayurveda is very particular with me. That is why it is a personalized science which helped me to move forward.
So I have 2 questions for you coming to the point that you have just shared with us. So one is the first, you can decide which one to answer first. But the one is, this such an ancient medicine of more than I don't know how many thousands of years ago, and how come modern science took a lot of time to acknowledge this science, or why just now when something has been discovered so many years ago?
Okay. See,
Like
this
how
time.
did the ancient scientists got to know about this medicine? You know,
Okay. So only one question you asked, right?
this is the first question.
Okay. See, Ayurveda is, of course, it is a part of Vedic lore, and it has been here thousands of years ago. Because that time also humans were there, right? And they used to fall sick. So definitely there should be a medical system to take care of that. So that was Ayurveda, and it covered everything. Like, if you see Ashtanga Ayurveda, every Ashtanga means 8 limbs. So each limb is for each. Like one is for pediatrics and obstetrics, and one is for ENT. Like the different branches are there. So every problem medically what people faced was addressed by Ayurveda, and so many years this was being followed, including surgery. Suppose there is a dead baby in the womb, the baby has to be removed. So there should be a surgical intervention. Like that, several surgical intervention was the need of that day. So surgery was very well established those days. And modern medicine came into existence few hundred years back. And that time, somehow Ayurveda had to take a little backseat, because this science had a very different approach, and that was needed also that time. But somehow Ayurveda was no, because that was very quick and that spread very fast. The allopathic science was received so much, and Ayurveda was a little bit sidelined in some parts of India. In some parts of India, like Kerala, where I belonged. So that place, Ayurveda is still mainstream science. So some parts it took a backseat. That was what happened. And allopathic system is always based on research and documentation. Ayurveda is, of course, also documented very well for so many years, but maybe the parameters were not same. But slowly now, no, see, any medical doctor will want the betterment of the patient. So when they see expertise from some other science, they welcome it. So that is how now Ayurveda is looked at, like, no, okay, maybe we can integrate this also into our clinical approach. Like that, it is coming up. There are so many. If you look into history, there are so many reasons why Ayurveda has taken a back seat. But the good news is that now it is very strongly coming up.
So coming to that point, in our beautiful brand Sri Sri Tattva, which are the products that you recommend for suppose I don't know anything about Ayurveda, right? And I want to start off with something. So what is the first steps I should go for, like in a daily routine, what I can do at home, and what elements as products, for example, can support me just for a start?
Okay, there are so many single herbs which can be used for wellness. Like suppose Triphala. This is a medicine which you can over the counter take it, and Triphala helps you in overall digestion. And there is Shakti drops which increase your immunity. Like that, there are so many medicines which a doctor need not prescribe you. Most of the medicines a doctor should prescribe, and you should know the dosage, and you should take under monitoring. But these medicines can be taken, like, no, you can just purchase it and take also. That is what actually happens. People purchase a medicine, they will purchase, okay, Navahridaya Kalpa, this is for blood pressure. Then they ask, okay, doctor, how should we take it? Then we tell them, you go to a Nadi Pariksha doctor near you, and then you can take it. So there is a medicine called Amrut, that also you can take for a little immunity as an immunity booster. You can take Immugen as an immunity booster, and you can take Tulsi Arka if you have some cold and cough. So these certain medicines you can definitely use on your own. So it is nice to get familiarized.
And
We'll find
accompanying the
something.
medicine with a simple daily routine, what would you suggest for a beginner?
Or a beginner. One thing which is according to the Dinacharya, what we have to start is eat on time. Fix your eating time and eat on time. This is very, very important, because if you have your fixed meal routine, that solves many of your digestive issues. And of course, your immunity is based on your digestion or metabolism. There's something called Agni, metabolism. That is very, very important now in the health field. Metabolism is a big word. So eat on proper time and eat good.
And
Eat
what
food.
would be, Dr. Nishaji, what would be for you eating on a proper time as per Ayurveda, and what would be eating good as per Ayurveda? What would be the
Okay.
correct time and food? If we can get a
Okay.
little bit into detail.
Okay. A general guideline I can give you. You should have breakfast before 10. That is the kapha time. You should have lunch around 12 and 1. Before 2. That's the best time for lunch. And lunch should be the main meal. And dinner preferably before, first choice is before 6, second choice is before 8, third choice is before 9. Not later than that,
Very
because
good.
it's always good to keep dinner away from your sleep time. And eating good is eat food which is light on your digestion, like no any prepared, like cooked, fresh cooked food is good, and fruits, vegetables, grains, some pulses for protein, some nuts, seeds, oils. This is all good. Plant-based food, do a lot of
Non-packaged food,
non-packaged food. What not to eat is junk food, that is food
industrial.
lot of sugar, food with lot of salt, and food with additional fat, especially trans fat. So these foods, what we commonly call junk food,
But on a per Dr.
avoid it.
Nishaji, if
Huh?
you would like to have once in a while, suppose we would like, because we cannot be so strict all the time with
I
the
know.
diet. So if once in a while we would like to have, we keep a discipline, as you said, we keep the timings of food, as you said, so beautiful. But once in a while, I would like to go out with my friends and eat something, and maybe the timing
Yeah.
will not be correct, or maybe the food will not be correct. What would be an ideal out of the routine?
How to cancel it? If
Not
you have
only
a,
how to cancel it, but would that be correct to do it once in a week, once in a month?
oh, now a bargain.
No. My question is, Dr. Nishaji, sorry if I've not expressed myself well.
No, I got
We
it.
have a routine of good diet and good habits, but once in a while we would like to eat
It's
something
okay.
which is
Once in a while,
not
once
very
in 15 days, it's fine.
healthy.
Yeah. You know what? No, see,
What
sometimes.
once in 15 days you're suggesting?
Okay. But what is good? No, see, sometime, of course, I say you have to sometime you go out and eat, and it's a good idea to fast once in 15 days. So that no, keep a fast so that whatever your body needs repair, that can be done in the day you fast. So when you say fasting, it is not that everyone can fast not eating anything, but you can fast having fruit and fruit juices a whole day. That also can be considered a fast. Or some of you cannot do with that, then you can have some light food like a khichdi, um, or something, no, as a moong soup. That also can be considered a fast. But take out one day in 15 days and do a very light diet. If you can fast only on water, that is good, but what in my clinical experience, 80% of people cannot do that. So then you fast on fruits and fruit juices.
Dr. Nishaji, you have been in Shishi Tattva and Art of Living for so many years, and you have been from the grassroots of all this beautiful initiative. So, as per you, we would like to hear from you. What is that makes Shishi Tattva a unique differentiating factor of our products and services that that it makes it so popular around the world? What is our uniqueness?
It is, of course, quality. No, it gross way also the quality is very high, because we are very careful when we make the products. Like no, many time it is compromised when one herb is not available, you add some other herb. That compromise is never done in Sri Sri Tattva. Everything, no, whatever is supposed to be there, it's there. And herbs also are very carefully picked up. And also we follow all the good manufacturing practices, hygienically, and also no space for adulteration at all. So the quality is never compromised. There are so many certification which we have that was done after very severe inspections. All the certifications were done, and other way also, no, all our employees meditate, so that also makes a big difference. No, in which state you make the food and which you make the medicine adds to the value of the product. So that
Beautiful.
is,
So we can resume it in responsibility, in quality and sourcing of our raw materials. And at the same time, also the people who work and the people who are inspired in the company, in the organization, they should have a clear state of mind to be inspired and to have a, because that will have an impact in the product, correct? Beautiful, beautiful.
we
Dr.
have
Nisha ji,
the
we've
team of
been,
doctors in Sri Sri Tattva.
yes, I was wanting to come to that point, because we have a question here that is very interesting. We had a difficult pandemic recently, COVID-19. So
Yeah.
there is a question about, it would be wonderful to hear from you what our main doctors, whether it's Dr. Ravi, our global chief science doctor, or Dr. Hari Venkatesh, our chief R&D, research and development doctor, and yourself, how did you come to create this beautiful immunity kit of, NOC 19 and Shakti drops? And if you can talk a little bit more about how that did this come up in the pandemic.
Yeah, one thing is it was the need of the hour. And as usual, no, Gurudev called us and he told you have to come up with something which will, like, no, always the guiding light is Gurudev. So he has asked us to come up with some product which works against COVID. And in the beginning of the COVID only, we formulated this and we started use, like all of us. Like I was treating only cancer, but I stepped out and I started treating COVID cases also. And all the doctors across India started treating COVID patients and also post COVID. So we started, once it formulated, we started using, and we were like, no, it was so obvious it is working. But we took little long for the government license and all. That is why the launch of the product happened very recently. But it was formulated that time, because Ayurveda is a treasure house of remedies. It's all there, like all the trees you see outside, no, nature is actually a treasure house of remedies. So these trees are all potent medicines. Like you see, take neem is a very strong antibacterial and antifungal, antiviral. And turmeric is also antibacterial, antiviral, and also anti-inflammatory. Tulsi, and tulsi is also, it also has all these properties, and plus it is good for respiratory system. So these medicines together can act against any viral infection. And there was similar viral infections before also. This was a very particular mutant, COVID. So in that lines we got this formulation. It is half Siddha and half Ayurveda. Siddha is very close with only thing, no, it is all said in Tamil language. Ayurveda is all in Sanskrit, but the roots are same, treatment methods are same, herbs are same. So this particular product is from both science together.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Dr. Nishaji. We have a few last questions to ask you, and little bit more coming to the daily routine of people, because people are asking, what can I do if I have this ailment, or what can I do if I have this problem? So if I may say, for these people,
And like the
of
questions
course you
are
will
coming
suggest
in
them
the
to visit
uh,
yes. So of course, if people have specific questions, the best thing is to get a Nadi Pariksha check by Sri Sri Tattva doctors, isn't it?
yeah, Yeah, maybe you can put the link where they can log in for Nadi Pariksha consultations. Yeah, and there are a lot of home remedies also which can help you. Like if you have some cold, cough, and fever, one most common condition, you can make a tea out of tulsi, ginger, and small peppercorns, black peppercorns. This is helpful in fever, cough, and cold.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, and one thing, no, see, Ayurveda can be used. What we know is okay, you get certain kind of sickness, Ayurveda is good. It is not like that. We treat from cold to cancer. So, and all that is available in the hospital and also across the world, wherever our Nadi doctors are there, they can help you out. And also in wellness. Like Ayurveda can even help you in improving your personality. In the beginning, I told you Gurudev has inspired me to promote the science of wellness from Ayurveda. That is how this Ayurjagrati program, all that has come out. So if you go to a Nadi doctor or you attend any of the wellness programs, it will help you to come up in life. Like you ask for daily routine, I spoke only about eating routine. There are other routines, no, other steps you can take to help, um, uh, like daily abhyanga, giving an oil massage to you every day. That will help you a lot from fatigue, and also it helps you to build your muscle tone. It helps you in detox. It helps you to settle your vata. So like that, daily oil massage is something which you can inculcate in your uh, routine. And sleep is also given lot of importance in Ayurveda. For light food, sleeping on proper time, and sleeping maybe 8 hours in a day, because nowadays everybody has lot of work to do. So 8 hours sleep is a good idea. Rising early is a good idea. So all this, no, it's called dinacharya. We have a wellness course also called dinacharya.
Very nice.
And also good, you should find out what prakriti you are. Everybody will be different type of prakriti. Like some of you will be air dominant, they are vata. Fire dominant is pitta, and earth and water dominant is kapha. Find out that, and you will know so many things about you, your physiology, your psychology, the way you behave, your attitude, how you respond to situation. Everything depends on what prakriti you are, and it's a big science you will find about yourself, and then you can design your life around it.
Amazing. Yes, yes. I can say it in my personal testimony. It has been so life-changing, and you get to know so much more about yourself. So now I understood, doctor, that if I don't eat on time and I'm very hungry, if I get a little bit irritated, now I understand it is not because of something from outside, but because I'm hungry. So I will
Yeah.
not blame on the outside of somebody who is telling me something that I don't like or whatever. So
It
that's
is
something
not your
very.
fault.
Yes, not my
Pitta's fault.
fault, and the
Pitta's fault.
other person, it's the fault of Pitta, correct?
Yeah, you're innocent.
Very nice. So coming to food, if you can give us 5 foods to avoid, and we can close up with these few questions. 5 foods that we should avoid.
Sugar, I think already I spoke about it. Sugar need to be avoided, and anything with trans fat should be avoided, and any food, no, which is overloaded with um, additives, coloring, that should be avoided, and any stimulant should be avoided, like no too much of stimulants, including alcohol. And too much salty food, and too cold food. Like no, many people have this habit of taking refrigerated water and drinking. And even no, if you take any beverage, any drink, very cold drink is not a good idea at all. Cold drink immediately keeps your agni down. Agni is your metabolic capacity. So if your agni is not good, then you get all these metabolic problems. So these 5 foods you should avoid.
Very nice. And now, these are the superfood world is such a big trend worldwide. So as per Ayurveda, what are the 5 superfoods that we should add in our daily diet?
One is ghee. You can add ghee to your food, or you can just take
What
ghee.
quantity?
That is important. It again, like if you're a pitta, you can take in a day 2 teaspoon is okay. If you're a vata or kapha, it should be limited to 1 teaspoon or 1.5 max. Then another superfood is, according to me, don't be shocked, you will think of something, but this is buttermilk.
Oh.
Buttermilk is a superfood which you can add to your food, especially
Every
if it,
time of the day?
preferably after lunch. Ghee preferably with breakfast and with lunch. So before noon. Buttermilk noon after lunch is a good idea. So especially if it is fat removed buttermilk, better. And it can be spiced also. If you feel your appetite is good, you can add some spice like cumin, jeera, or this curry leaf. All that can be added to the buttermilk. And
And what
another
is the superfood for night? Because you have said for lunch and for breakfast.
Superfood actually for night, if you can have like some grains is a good idea in the night actually. Avoid pulse. So red rice is a good idea. Broken wheat is a good idea. If it is in the west, certain countries, buckwheat is also, that is a good idea. But you cannot call that a superfood. Another superfood is almond is a good food which you can take. Almond is it digests for everyone, and soaked almond.
Soaked almond.
Yeah, and I would say ginger tea.
Ginger tea. At
Yeah,
night.
not night. I'm
Oh.
not speaking about night. Ginger tea you can take even after breakfast also it's fine. After lunch also it's fine. And if you are taking it in the night, towards the beginning of the night, like maybe 7 and all, you can take. So
Not to confuse our viewers, Dr. Nisha ji. So ginger tea has to be without the black tea, correct? Just water and ginger.
it's a ginger, grated ginger or crushed ginger in the boiling water.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
Very
that is.
nice.
You can add maybe few drops of lemon in that. And
Dr. Ji, there is
amla. This is the 5th superfood, amla.
amla.
Yeah.
There is a question that, the air pollution has been rising so much. So if there are some remedies that we can do to counter the air pollution.
For the lungs, no? To protect the lungs. Tulsi is the best herb you can use to protect the lungs. Tulsi or basil, Ocimum sanctum. So this you can have in as a tea, or you can have as Tulsi tablet or Tulsi arkat, like drops. Or you can even Tulsi powder where Tulsi is not available. You can take the powder, dry it and keep. So this is one thing to take care of the lungs. And Chyawanprash is a product which all of us are familiar. This can also be used as a lung protector. So on a daily basis, Tulsi and Chyawanprash should be okay. If you have no illness, you just have to prevent from pollution. And there is a treatment called Nasya. There is a product called Anutaila. This is an oil, medicated oil, and Anutaila can be put into your nostrils. This will detox your upper respiratory tract. And nowadays all of us are exposed to pollution, so upper respiratory tract allergies are very common. So Anutaila can be used on a daily basis.
Very nice. So I really thank you, all the viewers also thanking a lot for your precious time. And if you have any last advice to give to our viewers, that will be so nice.
I would say you should all use Ayurveda in your life. It will help you a lot, and there are a lot of things you can make use of. Like you can know what is good for you, like the food habits and also daily routine. There are so many things, know when to do what, like a different time of the energy, different time of the day, different type of energies dominate. So according to that, how to arrange your daily routine, that is a precious knowledge. Learn that and use that. Start using home remedies. There are a lot of home remedies which you can use to handle daily situation. No, little cold, cough, stomach pain, all those things, many conditions, home remedies can make a big difference. And start using ayurvedic remedies for all situations. You can know most of the many conditions you can deal only with ayurvedic remedies. In some conditions you may also have to use allopathy, but in that also you can have an integrated approach. Your nadi doctors will guide you for that. So make use of this. It is such a precious knowledge. Ayurveda is such a precious knowledge, and make use of it in your life. And we are
Thank
all
you so
here
much.
to help you.
Thank you so much. So we invite all of you to visit our website, shishitatva.com. You can inquire about our wellness centers. You can inquire about Nadi Pariksha doctors, either in-person programs or online consultations. We have the best Nadi Pariksha doctors of the world. So thanks a lot for all of you to watch. And Dr. Nisha ji, again, thank you so much. And I hope we can
So
meet again soon.
happy to be with all of you on this Dhanvantri day.
Happy
And there is
Diwali and
Dhanvantri
happy
mantra.
Dhanvantri.
Yeah, there is a Dhanvantri mantra which you can use for your health. You can find it in YouTube.
Very nice. Namaste, Jai Gurudev, Dr. Nisha ji.